Hi everybody! Today we're going to do rock designs, and you can use them as paperweights, put them in your garden, put them on your desk, give them away as gifts. They're so much fun. So we're going to start with a palette that I have. If you don't have a palette, use a piece of paper that you could blend your colors, and I'm using acrylic paints. I like to water down some of my acrylic because sometimes they come out so thick in the tube that you just need a little bit thinner. So start by mixing your colors just like that and blend what you want to do. I also recommend that you use 3 or 4 different brushes of thicknesses too. You may blend your colors. You may want to make sure that you have a thin brush specifically for writing or details that you may want to put on the rock itself. So make sure you have them available, okay? And I'm going to start by painting my rock. My rock is going to have a blue background. So there we go. I'm going to start with the blue. I want to show you the thickness of the brushes. Because I'm painting a larger surface, I want to use a bigger brush or a wider brush. And then I'm going to just start painting the rock. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to cover the rock in color. If you don't want to cover the rock in color, you can basically just paint a picture on top of the rock if you care to do so. But I just want to make mine a little bit prettier, so I'm doing this. You may also have to do more than one layer of paint like I made it a little bit too thin, I think. So I will definitely do a second layer. So you're going to have to let this dry in between. It may take a couple of hours to do one rock properly. Based on what the detail is and how many layers of paint you're using. When that's let it dry, I started painting a sunburst on there, as you can see, and then I'm going to start painting the words on the rock, and there you go with that. See? And then as it's drying, you see the blue, which is looking very nice, and then I'm going to do the wording in a white paint with a very thin brush, and the words dream. Okay, so that's rock number 1. The second rock is going to be a ladybug. I thought that would be a fun rock to do, where I could lay the ladybug on my desk. So we're going to start by painting the rock in red, and then I'm going to start making a black line, and that's going to be the face or the head of the ladybug. So once the red dries, you start painting the black part. As you can see, I didn't let it dry enough, so the red is stuck, the bottom of the rock is stuck, so try not to do what I just did. And make sure you have paper underneath so you don't paint your desk surface or tabletop that you're using. Put newspaper of some kind underneath. And then I'm going to make a black line going right down the middle of the back of the spine, and making it a spine, just like that. So you see the thickness of that line. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start making spots, and you can make as many spots as you want. Again, this is your own imagination, your own design. Just like that, I'm going to make a couple of spots on the back. Yep, see? And then I'm going to let them dry, and then I'm going to start working on the antenna of the ladybug. As you can see, I'm going to make the thin line of black, just like that, curving it to the side a little bit, and you have the antennas, just like that. Let it dry, make sure it's dry. The next step is going to be making the eyeballs, which you could use googly eyes and attach them via with the peel and stick googly eyes, but I'm going to just paint mine on. They're not going to be perfect, and that's fine, but you take white paint and you make eyeballs on the front end of the ladybug, just like what I'm doing. And then once that dries, you put the black paint inside to make the actual eyeball. I would also recommend, when this all dries and this is complete, get a can of clear acrylic spray can and spray it to cover it to protect your paint from chipping. Okay? So there I am, I'm putting the eyeballs together, and you can see it. Takes sometimes a little bit more than one try to do. And again, this is all going to take time, but you're going to have a lot of fun doing it. And there you have your ladybug. Isn't that pretty? It's not perfect, but that's my design for now. I hope you go and enjoy and create with your rocks and show me what you've done.